There are shadows lurking deep within you that make you do things that you wish you never did. Things that you never want to speak about. And then those actions create more shadows. It's a vicious cycle. How are we going to get out of it? Stay tuned.
It's the Shaman Warrior Network. Ignite the inner flame, catalyst of the change, planting thoughts in your brain, lift you up off this plane, 3D, easy, connect with the chi.
What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the Shaman Warrior Network. I'm your host, Shaman Jona, and today we're going to be talking about shadow work. But before we talk about that, let me define what a shadow is, because I'm not talking about a literal shadow that's casted from the light. I'm talking about figurative shadows within you. Shadows are the things within you that you repress, avoid, the things that you don't want to address within you that are deep personal traumas or insecurities that you don't want to look at. Those are all shadows. And believe it or not, they dictate so much in your life. Since these shadows have so much influence on who you are as a person, you ought to work through them. Because even though these are things that you don't address, and that's a shadow to you, it doesn't mean that the rest of the world doesn't see or experience your shadows as projections of your pain, projections of your insecurities. Everyone can see what you are so obviously trying to ignore. Now, even though people don't know why you're projecting these shadows, they definitely see that there's something going on because they are feeling the byproduct of your pain, the byproduct of your insecurities. So how are you going to work on these shadows? It's not like you just look yourself in the mirror and say like, hey, I'm confident now. That's not how it works. Everything within you that makes your personality must have been connected to some type of event or something that happened in your life. And I'm pretty sure that you can go back to that time and think and be like, oh wow, you know what? I remember that. And that did affect me in some way. Like, for example, when I was a kid, my mom never really cared about what I did. I never got a praise like, oh, Jona, I'm so proud of you. You're doing well. Oh, I can see you. So since I never felt seen by my mother, I started to project my shadows of hurt and insecurity. The child that wanted to be seen, I projected those shadows onto other people, and I became a controlling, egotistical person. Let's take a moment and just think about a time in your life that created shadows within you. Let's just take a moment right now. Now, the only way we're going to work through this shadow that we've identified is now by nurturing yourself. Because in that time, you felt some type of way. And for me, it was my desire to be seen. So I look back at myself and I see myself. I tell myself that I'm proud of what I've done. I tell myself that I'm good enough, that I see you. You're doing great, Jona. And then you have to reaffirm that to yourself every day, because these shadows that were created from these traumatic moments can be reprogrammed and changed. They're just projections. So once you have given yourself nourishment and love and acceptance, the shadow goes away because you're not giving it that attention. Because when you think of something and it brings pain to you or brings sorrow to you, then it stays in the forefront of your brain. It stays in the forefront of your ego. But when you're able to let it go and let it go with love, it is removed from your ego. And now you can replace that with something else. And for me, I replace it with my self-love, the confidence that I see you, Jona, and you're doing great, and I love you so much. I hope you understand the importance of shadow work, because there's so many people out there that have shadows and they project this negative energy and they create this negative attention around them and, quite frankly, treat the world like crap. And then they wonder, oh, why does the world treat me like crap back? It's not coincidental. It's actually pretty predictable. If you're able to look at yourself objectively and see, why are you acting the way you're acting? Why am I seeking validation? Oh, I'm seeking validation because my mother never gave me validation. Okay, maybe I should stop seeking external validation and start giving myself internal validation. Okay, I'm giving myself internal validation now. Wow, look at that. I found self-love. And it's as simple as that. And simple things aren't easy. Just because it's simple doesn't mean it's easy to do. This work is hard, but it's easy on paper. I'll repeat that one more time. This work is very hard. Shadow work, to look at yourself and realize, oh man, maybe I could be a little better here. Maybe in my life I was hurt, and instead of suppressing that pain, let me work through it and find a nice message and grow from it. That's not easy. That's hard. But the process, if I was to write it on paper, the process looks easy. It's like 4 steps. But those are some of the hardest 4 steps you'll ever do in your life. If you're interested in taking a course that will guide you through the steps of shadow work, guide you through understanding who you believe you are, understanding your ego, guide you through your karma, understanding how your actions affect exactly where you are in your life right now, understand what you believe your obstacles and limitations are, connect with your higher source, and recreate yourself to be the best version of yourself by aligning to your ideal future vision, then let me know. Send me a message, put it in the comments. I have a course coming together, and maybe you're the perfect candidate to sit down and do the work, because this work ain't easy. But I promise you, when you do it, it's life-changing. When you do it, you feel connected with your soul's purpose. And honestly, why would you want to do anything else in this world than fulfill your soul's purpose? Yeah, I want to thank you all for checking in today on the Shaman Warrior Network and watching this video on shadow work. If you liked the video, like the video. Comment as well. Comment what your favorite part was. Comment something that you're working through. Comment how shadow work has helped you grow, or what your thoughts were on the video. I really want to know. And make sure you share this video with a friend, because there's so many people out there who don't even know what shadow work is. So those people are some of the best people to send this video out to, so they could at least get an understanding of what shadow work is, and maybe it'll motivate them to look at themselves with the objective view and grow. And one more thing, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I love you all. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching. Have a beautiful day. Peace. I love you.
I'm a god and so are you. Gods and goddesses salute. Only thing you gotta prove is the path you finna choose, and just prove it to yourself. Not your mother, not your father, not your kin, and